gravy babies, welcome back to another video on the Ram Bam channel. Today we are talking about my favorite kick streamer, Fousey. Now, over the past, few months, Fousey has been a very interesting one. He is, you can tell from his live streams from when he started streaming on Kick again to, now he's been kind of going fucking crazy recently. He's been having these emotional outbursts. He's been having these episodes. He had beef with Keemstar, I think, a few weeks ago. It feels like every other day, Fousey has been getting into some sort of like drama or some sort of controversy. If you had no idea what happened a couple weeks ago, Fousey was at this, I think at Denver airport. I could be very wrong on that, so don't quote me on that. But he was at the airport and he was walking around. He sees this drunk girl. It's obvious that she's drunk. She's drunk out of her fucking mind. And she was saying like, "Oh yeah, I'm a sex trafficking victim," and all this stuff. And yeah, and then Fousey proceeded to take advantage of her. He took a picture of them both kissing. He asked the girl like, "Hey, can we kiss?" And I could take a picture so I can make people mad on the internet for some fucking reason. His fan base is so inept of social interaction with women. They get so mad that Fousey kissed a woman. And so reportedly, Fousey said that he joined the Mile High Club in the bathroom and got a little sloppy from her or some shit. I don't know. That could be old information or it could be super out of date and be, super inaccurate or anything. It's just there's so much shit coming out of Fousey. It's hard to keep track. Like, I actually need to fucking read a book on all of his recent controversies in the past 3 fucking months. And yeah, that's basically how Keemstar and Fousey basically, destroyed their relationship with each other and now they're enemies. But that just shows that Fousey has always been getting into controversies. He's been live streaming 24/7 for months now. I mean, he hasn't stopped at all. I mean, maybe he takes like a day or two of a break, but he really doesn't stop. Like, all he does is live stream on Kick, does his shenanigans. He goes to casinos, Las Vegas, and all that stuff. He does all this crazy shit. He meets with all these influencers. I think just recently he met with the Island Boys. And the Island Boys right now are notorious for doing some silly things with each other, even though they're brothers. Just plain old simple, just disgusting people. Yeah, so I think it's obvious at this point he is going some sort of like mental deterioration of some sort. I mean, obviously he isn't there mentally. I mean, a couple years ago, you think he's at least, mentally there. Of course he had a little, hiccups and stuff, but now it's obvious that he has some sort of like mental condition. I mean, he should be in a mental hospital right now. And now there's a pretty big possibility that he's actually in a mental hospital right now. So recently, Fousey was in a hotel room earlier last night, and he basically was, just hanging out in there. But I'm sorry, I don't know who this hacker guy is, but this guy basically just called up Fousey and started talking shit, right? And then I can't find the clip, the longer version of the clip, with context and shit, so I apologize. But he was calling up Fousey and shit, talking shit and all that stuff. And Fousey was threatening him. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'll come down over there, I'll kick your ass, I'll fucking kill you, bitch." And then the random hacker dude went ahead, called the police, told him what room he was in, and later he got arrested. He was having the whole episode and shit while he was getting arrested and everything else. This random dude just decided to, hey, I'm going to put Mr. Fousey into jail. But thankfully for Mr. Fousey, he was not arrested, but he was placed into a mental hospital in the time being. And until this afternoon, he went over to the Island Boys' crib and he fought with them or some shit. I don't know. I barely follow up with Fousey. I'm sorry. This is too much shit he does. But the reason why this hacker guy decided to try and put Fousey into jail was because he was so sick of him. He didn't like him. He just thought he was another, basic ass, influencer doing everything he does just for money and all that stuff. The more crazier shit he does, the more money he gets, which, it makes sense. Of course, Fousey, I don't think he's actually like this fucking crazy. I mean, I'd be surprised if he was. But, he's obvious that he's doing some of this for an act. This guy said that he didn't like all these influencer people like Fousey to stream on his website. I don't know what makes him think that, you know, he's like a gatekeeper of Kick, saying, oh yeah, fuck all you big name influencers trying to mess with my platform. Fuck you guys. I was here since day one, motherfuckers. But in reality, this just adds on into, you know, the whole, you know, lore of Fousey. I mean, in like a week, no one's going to remember that this happened unless you really go looking for it. Anyways, FouseyTube really needs to calm the fuck down before he gets into some serious trouble. You know, he's running around in the streets and shit. And I know this is all an act and stuff. He's getting into fights with other influencers. He's causing all this drama and shit. I'm sure it's all, you know, scripted and everything else. Maybe some of it is, you know, unscripted and actually like serious, like some of his episodes and shit. But like, come on, dude. This is obvious that this is, you know, all for the fame, you know. But anyways, I feel like something serious is going to happen to FouseyTube, you know, in a while. Maybe not like tomorrow or like next week, but something big is going to happen to Fousey that makes him, you know, almost die, or you know, he's put into prison or some crazy shit. Honestly, this whole like influencer stuff, like Aiden Ross, Nico, Island Boys, fucking Fousey, I mean, this is all getting started. I mean, this is starting to get all like harder and harder to track, because, you know, it's always 24 IRL live streams on kick.com. They can do anything they want, and you know, they will do anything that they want. They will do anything possible to get more views and clicks on twitter.com and on kick.com. So the more shit that happens, and you know, the biggest thing that happened that day is going to get millions of views. I mean, it's just constant, man. It's just constant, and I don't know if I could keep following this shit anymore, dude. But hey, I'm gonna try, you know, if anything big happens, you know, and anything crazy happens, and of course I will cover it for you guys, since I love you guys so much. But that should be it for today's video. Make sure you guys like and subscribe if you want more videos like this. Comment down below on what you think about FouseyTube in prison. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.